What's going on, y'all? Another week, another geek. We're back at it with another episode of the Why I'm Geek show with your homies AJ and ChrisyLite. This is episode 140. Only 10 more episodes in season 3, bro. Super exciting. Today, I'm gonna take things a little bit backwards, bro. You know what I'm saying? The blockbuster summertime movies is almost here. But not quite. Got some things out there like Furiosa that we might talk a little bit about later on. But you know, Madam Web just came out, and it came out on Netflix. So today, because I finally watched it, that's what we're gonna cover. Because we were supposed to cover it a minute ago, but it was so bad. I was just like, bro, I need to cleanse my palate. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go into there with no like ill intentions of like, oh man, people said it's gonna be terrible, you know. But we'll get into it a little bit later. Chris, how you feeling today, bro?
Bro, feeling pretty good. A little bad weather in our parts, but I went out for a walk, got some new running shoes, and had to test them out. But I had to go early because that storm was rolling in. So I've been feeling pretty good, man. Getting out more and hopefully get back in the gym because I heard someone done starting a whole new fitness channel, fitness regime.
Nah.
Training everyone, share training over there.
I'm just letting youngins know what I do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the Dre Fitness is not coming back. It's not coming back, but who knows? Y'all might get a workout video here and there just to stunt. It's like, now let me stop. But that's what's up, bro. Yeah, it's storming a little bit, so if things get a little fuzzy, hopefully, like the power went out a couple days ago, like for a quick second. So hopefully we can get through this pod and everything be good, bro. But yeah, that's what's up. It's the after the holidays by the time this comes out, so hopefully I was safe out there, enjoyed the festivities and the good food. But let's get into something that was not good. Madam Web. I'm gonna just go out and say it, bro. It was not a good movie, man. It was not good. But I have like reasons why. But it's not like, I don't feel like it's normally like what it would be, because it's not so much about the characters. It's not so much about like who Madam Web is supposed to be, comic book like lore and all this other stuff. I just think the lines were just not good. Like it was just really like, oh my gosh, stop talking, bro. Like that's how I was feeling at a certain point. But like Chris, from what you can remember, bro, I don't know if you rewatched it over the weekend, but like, how are you feeling like initially when it came out? Because we talked about it on the pod a little bit, but we didn't really go too deep as far as like both of us.
I did rewatch part of it.
Okay. You didn't make it?
Because I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the movie. And man, watching it again, like nothing was happening. It was killing me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, we are not even anywhere yet. And I couldn't believe it. And then when I attempted to start it back up today, because I knew we were doing the pod on it, and I just didn't want to, bro. I just didn't want to. I think I started it for a few more seconds, fast forwarded just a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I remember it. It's fine. I'm good. So I did try to rewatch it, and the lines still suck.
Yeah.
Some of the parts are just not that interesting, and then even when I watched it again, the villain is the way that the lines are delivered, and it's so trash.
I need to find these girls. I'm like, bro.
And I even saw that part with the police don't even have this technology,
bro.
And I'm like this is like the whole
got
Batman.
In front of the police. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Like, it's. I mean, technically, it's higher than the police. you know, because it was
They
like the
didn't even see
NSA.
the spider when he was crawling in the subway, and they
Yeah.
reported that Madam Web is the one who kidnapped them. I didn't even catch
Hmm.
this when I first watched it.
Yeah.
Nobody saw the dude.
Hmm. They couldn't see him
There
for
was
some reason.
the dude beat up at least 8 policemen.
Yeah.
How do 8 policemen, two that ran past you, say the
Civilians too.
person in the red jacket beat me up?
Yeah.
So it's so
Reasoning.
wild, but I'm assuming it's because they're controlling the police and blah blah blah, or the reports coming out. But it's some
Yeah.
bad writing, some bad delivery. But I'm gonna let you go because you're the one who just watched it, and it's
Hmm.
exciting to hear your fresh take on it.
Yeah. I came into this movie thinking like, bro, it can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? Youngest is just not really rocking with it because they love comic books a lot, you know, and it's just not what we really expected. And even if you look in the comic books, there's different Madam Web, so it's just like there's it's accurate to a certain book, you know? Like it might not be the Madam Web we grew up on, like from watching uh like Spider-Man the TV show or whatever, being an old lady and stuff like that, but it's accurate enough, you know? So like going into it with that mindset, I was more so like, okay, I'm gonna just give it a chance, right? And we spent so much time knowing like the extent of her powers are supposed to be, but like just sitting there waiting for them to start like actually doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like action wise, they hit the standard of like this is what you do to make a superhero movie, or like, you know, you need to have this amount of explosions. Like they met the quota, right? But that don't make it good. You know what I'm saying? Like when if you're gonna put on a Spider-Man suit, bro, like I need you to do some more Spider-Man like things. Not just hop from car to car and get hit by the same move 3 different
Same
times.
move, yeah,
You know, like this was a movie full of quick time events, bro. And it's the same one every single time. I'm gonna hit you with the back of this car, you go through and hit the other car. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like I feel like the camaraderie between the girls was like fine. Like I like that just because like of all their different backgrounds, and they're all end up having like parental issues and things like that, but then be able to come together, just because like their lives are on the line. Um, but outside of that, like the dialogue or like the dialogue once it's not a secret because she doesn't even really know why this is happening to her. Once that happened, it was just like the same thing over and over again. Cassie, watch out. This person, watch out. That person, watch out. Like, but you keep letting them take the lead. You know what I'm saying? So like her powers only work to a certain extent because it's like things have to happen for her to see the future. You know what I'm saying? So like that repetitive thing was just like monotonous, and it really didn't give me the satisfaction of like, oh, this is really cool, like what I'm seeing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like I feel like the special effects of like what it looks like inside her mind was more interesting than what actually was happening in the real world. But it's like once you figure out the mystery of like, okay, why is she able to do this? You know, once you figure out the like she has her great what is the phrase? Um Great power requires great responsibility. Have
yeah,
her that moment, and then like have her actually have some type of loss, but it's like a loss that is it's Mike Epps, so it's like it sucks that happened to Mike Epps, like black guy, the first one to die in the movie, well
oh, technically not, yeah,
technically not, but just like in real time, um, and it being something that she could have prevented, but it's like, dang, like that was I feel like that was good, but there was just like a whole lot of moments that was just like, bro, we could solve this so fast. And the plan, like, bro, this I could keep going, but it's like the villain himself, for what he's supposedly have created, doesn't really seem like much. You know what I'm saying? We don't get a backstory. We just get to hear that, oh, I had nothing growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing like tangible that we could see, like, oh yeah, this is really why, you know, he needs to do this. He's just having bad dreams, bro. He's having bad dreams and he's sick of it. He can't get no sleep. But he was able to finesse his way into somebody's to this NSA
The
person's.
NSA thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and then you don't even have to go into the NSA. You get some random hacker girl to come set up in your apartment, and now
Yep.
all of a sudden you have all the eyes in the sky, but you still can't find the girls. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, like, the only thing threatening them is
And he had to get the
the freaking
girls
venom.
like right then and then. Right then and
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
It's like, you got this technology. Just pick them off.
Yeah,
It ain't that deep.
and he
Because
only
even in
had
his
one
dream, wasn't
strategy.
he like old?
Yeah, gray hair in his dream, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like I think the lore behind him being cursed for taking the spider is cool, but the execution of, like, okay, this is why he's the bad guy, but it doesn't really seem like he's thought this whole thing through. Like, where'd you even get your suit from, bruh? You know, like, they're just missing a whole lot of things that will make the movie more entertaining, because all of a sudden, like even if they wanted to go the whole multiverse angle, right? Of like her being of all of these Spider Women being able to exist um in the same universe, like, they could have played on that more. But it's just like, for it to be simply chalked up to being like, this is what happens in the future, it just felt lazy, bruh. I'm just like, yo, no wonder this joint was bad, bruh. But like, as far as like a movie and just watching it at the crib, it was probably a way better experience than watching it in the theaters, bro. Because it, like, it was just like quick time event, quick time event, quick time event. Like, that's what it really felt like, bro. So it just sucks to suck, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you have to say to that, bro?
I mean, like I said, I watched part of it again,
Yeah.
and I still do feel like the movie that you would think it could be
Mm-hmm.
is a better version of what they dropped. And I'm just like, having the three girls, they don't get their powers this movie. They just
Mm-hmm.
pretty much connect,
Yeah.
and we get mini backstories for each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's a backstory of Madam Web. So like, to me, it's like, we just bought the comic book and we read the very first chapter.
Yeah.
But we're not even talking about like a very important first chapter. We're talking about the first 3 pages.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, that was cool.
Yeah.
But for a whole movie,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not cool at all. Like, uh, I
Yeah.
really think it would have been better if the girls did get their powers at this time, or somehow
Mm-hmm.
had their powers, but the dude was, getting.
Oh.
Oh, I might be gone. Oh,
Getting
I'm
what?
looking
Getting what?
crazy.
Dude might be getting what?
Yo, uh, pretty much. If this movie was more like Happy Death Day, where Madam
Yeah.
Web was seeing these girls getting murdered
Over and over
or
again.
killed certain ways, and she was saving them individually,
Mm-hmm.
and then they did have their powers, and they're
Mm. Oh man. They did have their powers, and yo, we might be
hello.
cooked. We might be
We might be
cooked.
cooked. We might be cooked.
Yo, is it going crazy over there? Cause it's
I have
struck.
greens.
It's you have greens? What do you mean? Oh man. This might be
Damn,
cooked.
that's crazy.
Your whole joint went away. Is my joint doing anything weird?
No, 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 not anymore. I mean, it was a little laggy, but that was like only when we were talking about basketball. Like it
Wow.
hasn't done it all pod.
So, but you're freezing on your screen.
Yeah, now ever since I blacked out the first time,
Yeah.
it's better now, but I'm not sure if it's better on your end.
It just went back to clear. Like it's
Okay.
clear now.
Dang, I don't even know what part we're on now. So, well,
Yeah.
my Madam Web take is literally the three girls could have been more involved in the main story than just being save me,
Yeah.
and
They did
jeez,
callbacks. Like they did callbacks to like their quote unquote persona and in like their what do you call it? Little quick backstory as far as like what some of their superhero did as far as like that one girl threw the little disc or whatever, and then
yeah, but that all that stuff is a cooler movie than what we got. Like that's like my main
yeah,
like gripe of it. It's like
that's facts.
if we throw all what we could do with these uh Spider Girls
Yeah.
and Madam Web and do an origin story,
Mm-hmm.
like they could have made it way more fun, way more
Yeah.
enjoyable. Instead, they went with this boring version. I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
even what you said about her powers, we kind of know what she does.
Mm-hmm.
Her seeing the Spider-Man kill the girls in the store, then she uses the car to save them.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. It reminds me of Happy Death Day. So
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they would have more events like that where
That's
it's
a
like
good
she's
comp.
trying to learn her powers or
Yeah.
showing what happens if she doesn't use her powers correctly or doesn't predict the future right.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would have been a
Maybe some
much
more
more
consequences.
some more consequences because all we're gonna
Yeah.
know in the future, like at the end, don't go there, stop there, blah blah blah. Like, okay, she's harnessing, she knows exactly what to do now. She done messed up enough throughout the movie that she knows exactly what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last icing on the cake was that horrible sequence when she connected all the webs or whatever and
Oh
became
man.
multiple. Bro,
Yeah.
that was disrespectful in 2024.
That was terrible.
Like, you cannot have that level of superhero movie in 2024. This is not 2010,
Yeah.
2012 superhero movies. Like, someone had to say no. No,
Right.
you're cut. We're going to do something else.
Right. Like I thought it was gonna be more of a time stop thing, where it's like it in the
Would have been
wording.
cooler.
Yeah.
It's not
Like
even hard to think
right.
conceptually of a cooler thing.
Like it'll be a time stop thing where it's like, all right, like theoretically, because the way the dude described it was like, yeah, it'll be like you can almost be in multiple places at once, but it's like you really can. But I think,
Not in this weird spiritual
yeah,
I'm literally becoming
bro.
multiple people at the like duplicates at the same time. I was like, bro, this is killing me. This is so cheesy.
Even when
And
she
this is
literally
why
got,
people don't like superhero movies.
yeah, even when she literally got Doctor Strange, bro, I was like, why did they do that? Like, if you're just
Yeah.
gonna push her in the water at the end of it, like just push her
Bro,
in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and they don't explain like why he can do that, and they don't explain like more so like uh why he's just a normal guy now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't we see the rest of the tribe? Like, there's so many things that's like you were saying. I think the perfect example is like they chose to make this movie boring, bro. They really
Yeah.
chose to do that because, for one, baby shower, worst scene in the whole movie, bro, for me, because it's like she's playing a character that is like, oh yeah, I'm not very social. I'm socially awkward. I don't really like this game. Da 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 da. You guys, why you keep asking me the same questions? I'm like, bro, like this could not be worse because it's not funny. Like it's not a funny take. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like a take that's like gonna have somebody we care about. There's a whole bunch of women in there that we don't know, you know, other than like who will eventually be Peter's mom, um, like that have a reaction that is just other than like, yo, this girl's weird. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's not
Like,
like helpful to at all.
yeah,
Like we
it doesn't
already
add
got that
to it.
she's antisocial and didn't really mess with like kids with that first very
Hmm.
beginning scene when the kid like tries to say thank you and she's like
Yeah,
it's
like you
a
literally could have like done the whole scene one time, but then like, cause she was like, that was when she's first starting to really start to see things happen twice or whatever. Um,
yeah.
but you could literally just did that joint one time, and once they got to the names joint, um, like why couldn't she make a guess, bro? Just write something down. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
awkward when I watched that
Like,
part again. Like
what
around
was
there
the
is where I
point?
stopped watching.
What was the point of putting the thing in the what you call? Like, regardless if like she happened to pick that one, the point of not writing anything like that, you're just being mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for no reason, bro. And I just was like, bro, like they're trying too hard to make her unlikable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like this is happening with a lot of female characters, but in this one, it felt like they doing it on purpose, bro. Like, and not in a way that it's like part of the show. Like with She-Hulk, like She-Hulk was a show that was like for one a comedy, right? But also like they were purposely making the jokes
Yeah.
be that like they was trying to not make people mad, but like essentially like they knew what buttons they were pressing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
On
But
purpose.
on purpose. But in this one, it just feels like they don't care about the character. You know, like
Like the way they wrote it, it was like y'all did not double check this. Y'all said,
yeah,
"Wow, that was great."
hmm
And the dude next to you or the girl next to you
yeah.
sat there and said,
They just
"Yo,
wanted
that
to
was
be in a
kind of
Marvel movie.
trash."
That's what it felt
Like,
like. Everybody just wanted to be in a Marvel movie, bro.
and I don't remember. I think this was the movie I said whoever greenlit the script for this
Hmm.
should be fired
This might have
because
been that one.
it's shocking
Yeah.
when you see what scenes get cleared, like you said, the
Hmm.
birthday scene. It just kind of doesn't even work.
Yeah. Because the only
And
purpose of
someone,
that scene was so that they could get the call to go to the fire. That was it. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like that was the
to
only
be honest,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
And they could have just had this weird little mingle thing where, oh, what's the name of the kid? Oh, I don't
right,
know,
right,
and like poke fun that Peter Parker's name could have been something else.
random.
Like, oh, maybe if it's a girl, you should name it Penelope Parker,
Hmm.
and just something, and then boom, off to the fire. But no, they do make this awkward scene, and the weird thing is, how did someone green like that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and it was awkward because they made the joke about her mom dying, and they dig even deeper with
Hmm.
this dark
Yo,
toned
that was
humor.
crazy, bro. That was
And
crazy. Yo,
then after it was super awkward, she made it more the
he doubled down.
yeah, she doubled down. It's like, oh, what do you think the baby's name? It's like, yo, let's just stay away from that. Was a too awkward situation. We're gonna go to other
Yo,
people in the room, but no, we're in a movie. I
yeah.
want you to go back to speaking for the
It's the
whole
first
room.
time this person has seen this person too,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
acting like, oh yeah, I want to know what you think. You know,
Yeah, I just want
like
to keep knowing what you think because that was
yeah,
such a great answer the last time.
right, bro. I'm like, yo, they're bugging. They're bugging. And who invites somebody to a baby shower somebody don't even know that you're not like connected to? Like,
Yeah.
it just don't make sense, bro. Like, it's literally like,
And we're talking about scenes that aren't even like main points of the movie. This is how
yeah,
bad the movie is.
yeah,
Because we're nitpicking a part that
hmm
doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Yet
that's
if we
facts.
talked about the stuff that matters,
Yeah, because those are the scenes that would
it's
have
just
made it a Spider-Man movie. Like, you know what I'm
that will
saying?
make it fun, better.
And
Like,
connected. Like,
yeah,
because I don't mean it to say like it has to be connected directly to Peter Parker or like Madam Web can't be a standalone in a sense, but like even movies like Venom, um, and like the first two, they make references that are tangible and make sense for connecting both universes, even if they will never ever
do it.
meet. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they've always done a good job at doing that, and I don't remember, but if this is a Sony project, like it makes more sense. But at the same time, like this is something that should have like definitely just went straight to streaming, bro. Like,
It's something that should have got canned.
I mean that too, like this shouldn't like, bro, because it's like even like the way that they cast the characters. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't remember this dude's name, but the guy who plays Uncle Ben, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that he is a good actor, right? But
I think it's solid for sure.
he's he has his bag, which is like the not super charismatic, but like quirky and like will be able to throw a joke in there here and there, and just like really good at being serious about unserious things, and
Mm-hmm.
that just does not work when like them two as a pair did not work for this movie. um like because there's like it's like dry humor on dry humor type thing,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying? And it's just like we need some type of balance, and I feel like the girls do that. But even even the fact that it's like that they came back and she dropped the kids off at his crib or his sister's crib or whatever
Yeah.
situation they had going on, was like, so you know that there's somebody out here trying to kill these girls, right? But you're gonna send them to somebody who like, the only other person you really know who has somebody that is pregnant in the next room, and we're just gonna act like that is a good choice. Like if he can find you anywhere, like this is a good solid move. And the fact that he couldn't find them is even crazier. Like, and it was a whole week. She took a whole vacay to where was she at? Peru or something?
Yeah.
Like
Somewhere in South America,
a whole
Central America.
vacation, bruh. And just popped
She
up and was able to find exactly where she needed to go. Like,
even that part, bro. That's what
that
I'm
was
saying. It's
so
like if we
crazy.
talk about the main story points, it's
Yeah.
just an automatic thing that you would do in most movies. But I would sometimes
Mm-hmm.
say, hey, you know what? We're progressing the story, whatever. They went to this place,
Yeah.
get information, and came back. But a lot of it don't make sense that way. Like
Yeah.
her mom gave birth to her in that location, yet somehow she made
Mm-hmm.
it back to the States.
Mm-hmm.
Like she wasn't raised by the spider people.
Nope.
That's a normal superhero thing where they get
Yeah.
raised by the spider people, and I'm not gonna tell people about my origin
Mm-hmm.
or like
Everybody else
I
that
was.
was at that camp is dead.
Yep, everyone else is dead.
Dude never looks into anybody named Webb after that. He's just like doesn't have a care in the world, you know?
Doesn't have.
Just has his big old apartment, bro. And we don't know what he does.
How'd she get all her mom stuff imported back to her?
Nobody knows, bro. Who's her
And
dad?
and, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no point in even talking about that
Bro.
stuff on the pod because I just feel like it's just so common sense. Whoever's seen this movie,
Yeah. It's bad,
like,
bro. It's bad. And I won't sit here and say it's the worst thing I've ever seen, because it's not.
go ahead and give it your worst then, because it's up there for me. I'm not gonna lie.
But it's like, if I had sat there in the theaters, I know I would have felt even worse. You know? This was before it was getting like torched, you know? And it's like, And even to come up with like a thing of like why talk about it now, it's just because the fact that it's like, yo, I just saw it, so it's like we might as well talk
Bro,
about it on the
everyone
pod.
is going on Netflix to watch how bad this is.
Yeah, it was top 10, and we know it's political. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, there's no data to really support that it's top 10, but like, they could just make it top 10. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's new. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And the rollout was crazy too. Cause that's what I remember most about the movie was just like how they were rolling out. Like this is a Spider-Man movie you never thought you'd see. Like this is completely different. Like they really sized this jump, and it
And
fell
it's not
flat
even
on its
like a
face, bro.
thriller-esque with her type of powers. Like that was such an
Mm-mm.
easy
She
route to go
can't
with.
do anything, bro.
Yeah, she can't.
Physically, like, bro, her arm should have been broke when she was using that piece of rebar and as a
Mm.
shield, bro. You know, like there's so many things that don't really make sense about what she was doing, and and
You-
it
Something
was
common. Remember the rocket? The that
yeah.
was exploding the
Everybody
wall?
get down, bro. There's only so many ways you can make like something like that look cool, bro.
Lame. Lame.
Like I've seen better stuff, and that's her Raven, bro. Like what are we talking about?
Yeah. Where places they have like a small budget.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just gotta have to make this work.
It's bad, bro, and that sucks because that might be their only ever like entrance into Marvel, and it had to be with that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, it is strange that we have Morbius and Madam Web coming from the same place.
mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't think this person's gonna have their job anymore. But we'll see. They have the Craven movie coming out this year too.
Mm,
Uh, and that's already been greenlit by somebody. I just hope it's not the same somebody.
tragic, bro. Tragic. And I think you're like, bro, if they made it like Happy Death Day, I haven't seen Happy Death Day, but like I've seen the trailer for it and I like the concept of it. Um, as like a movie, like that, but that was before I was really watching like thriller stuff. Like,
Yeah.
if they had made it like that, I just can't believe that the way they had this bad guy fighting, bro. Like he was literally waiting. Like she could, great. If you could see the future, cool.
I
But
get
this man was not aggressive at all. He just kept jumping. He was more of a tick than a spider, bro,
it.
or a flea or something like that. Something that just jumps around.
Yeah. I guess it's been good enough for like every other task that he has ever had to deal with.
hmm But it's like he's never, um, like the fact that he's been seeing this dream forever, and this is his plan to get them.
I'm just gonna walk up and choke him.
Like, bro, you got all the money in the world. There's so many other things you could do. You know what
Yo,
I'm
couldn't
saying?
he have? I'm just wondering. Couldn't he have just shot them and then just got away? Hopped up on the ceiling of the subway and just crawled away.
You gotta do it himself, bro. And even like when he was explaining his plan to that shorty, bro, he was like, I gotta do it myself. Or whatever. He was like, I have to murder them. Like that's the
Yeah,
only way to stop the dreams. Which is like you don't know that.
he doesn't even know that.
You
Yeah,
don't
that was
know
fucked
that,
up.
bro. Like and it's like even if you're able to do it, it doesn't mean that you won't have those dreams anymore. You know?
He a bad guy,
And
it's
we
good enough
never
for him.
seen what he's even gotten out of doing it. Like there's no evidence of like him being lit like that. I don't even know his name, bruh. I just saw the movie. Like it was bad,
Dang,
bro.
what?
It was
I don't
bad, bro. It was bad, bro. Yeah. So I don't remember. What did you give it a score back then? What would you say? Like a 3 or something?
Nah, I think it was a 0.5.
Oh, 0.5. Oh my goodness.
I think I
Yeah.
said something like I couldn't give something a 0. I don't think deep down I could give something a 0 because I still watched it and
Yeah. Oh,
It,
okay.
it, I would have to go back though. But hey, comment down in the comment section below if it was a 0.5. If it was a 3, then my bad. It got worse and worse.
Oh my
But I fell
goodness.
asleep on it again, so hey,
Yeah.
maybe its true
Yeah.
score is a 0.5. Like I can't make it through the movie again.
It was bad. But it's like this is the first time I really thought about it and like was thinking more into it like after watching it. And I'll have to reconsider now cuz like, bruh, we have made some really good points here. And I don't even want to do this to this movie, you know what I'm saying? But it's like that joint was bad, bro. And
Even the villain explains himself mentally to Madam Web, his evil plan,
yeah,
randomly at that one diner. Why did that scene even happen?
yeah, bro. Like you can't stop me from doing what I have to do. And then she ended up back at the hotel, bro. So it's like,
Yes.
did that even really happen? Like, it was trying so hard to be like mysterious of like at least walk us through what you about to do, you know, or
Yeah.
have somebody like. There's no mentor, there's no nothing, you know. Like I mean, the mentor is that one guy, but like he's barely in the movie, you know. He just told her how her mom
Yeah,
died.
and he
Even
was
the
just like,
moment,
"Oh, when you come back, you'll be ready to take on all these powers and responsibilities of the past, present, future." It's like, what?
yeah, he was chatting for sure. Cause
Chatting.
like even like I feel like the mom thing was good. Outside of her actually be able to hug her, I think I took it too far because it's
Yeah.
like, are you a time traveler now or what? Like, you know. But the fact that she was able to see things she wasn't technically there for, and um, or conscious of, whatever, was like okay. So
She hated her mom in the beginning for no
ex-
reason. Like
exactly, bro,
it was Kendrick Lamar level hate out
bro,
the jump. Like I was like, all right.
like on everything, bro, and for it to just flip like that, you know, like oh, she didn't go out there because she just likes spiders. She went out there to save me.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what you get. That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's what you get. Why you mad? You was mad your whole life for no reason, bro. Like, it's like you can still be mad because like that's what happened. But it was
And
just
it's
like, you're
like
making me mad, like just watching this. Cause it's like, yo, you shouldn't be acting like this.
there's no report on how your mom died.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're just
No
mad at
autopsy.
her.
Cause she left you. Where's your dad?
Like there was no report that your mom went on this
I don't remember
expedition and
that part.
all the everybody there was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
There's no report on that.
Yeah. Why did the people have to wait for you to magically come find them? Like,
And like you said, just her leaving to get that information or the knowledge to use her powers to help at the end. She
yeah.
technically just left the what do they call it, MacGuffins, the
Mm-hmm.
three girls alone to be kidnapped by the spider dude at any moment.
Yep. And then when she came back, you came back for us. I was like, yo, shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. I was like, there's no way this is your reaction to this. You
Yeah,
know?
it's no way. It's
And
no
she
way.
was like, okay. Like, oh man, even it was just like her still in the taxi and her driving around, returning to the scene of the crime. Like, there's so many aspects of just like, yo, this joint don't make sense. And it
She
usually
stole that and then went back to the city with it,
took the
and
place
then went
off.
back to the diner. Like,
Took the
yo,
place off, kept the car. Car never got towed, bro. Never got towed. Nothing.
not pulled
Like,
over, nothing. No
bro.
cops did not exist
Took
once
the
they took control of the NSA thing.
finesse the freaking ambulance.
She did, yep.
It was just like, yo, this I just gotta make it to the end. That's how I was feeling. So like, let me get to my score real quick because
Yeah.
it's changing. It's changing. Cause before we had this conversation, bro, like coming off of watching it and just like, cause when I watch things, like Like when I stream movies and shows and anime and stuff like that, I, I'm always like either eating or like doing something
Yeah.
as well. But it's like I'll lock in when I need to lock in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't act like if I was in a movie theater, that's different. That's a different level of focus, right?
I
But
agree.
for what I was watching and the moments I saw, originally I gave it a 5, bro. Because on my scale, 5 through 6 are bad movies. But at the end of this
Oh,
conversation, I'm really just feeling like, yo, you could skip this one. So it's probably gonna have to go down to a 4. Just because like I think I got a 3.5 because that was just like the Demon Slayer movie that was just the anime all over again. And it was not what they advertised to me. And I didn't know that. But it still pissed me off. You know? So yeah, I'm gonna have to give this joint a 4, bro. I gotta change my score. But even the 5 was bad though, because like 7 to me is mid because it's like it wasn't a bad movie, but I wouldn't watch it again. This movie was bad, and I would suggest y'all not to watch it. That's why I'm ended up giving it a 4. I have never given a genre a 1 or a 2 or 3. I'll give myself a
I don't
3.5,
think
but
you'll ever give a movie a 1 or 2 or 3 at this point. Then,
yeah, I don't know.
like,
I don't
I
know. I'm
just
an
think it's
optimistic guy.
impossible.
You know what I'm saying? I'm an optimistic guy, but this show was
Like,
bad, bro.
I think everyone who watches this movie this weekend, knowing the bad reputation, comes across the same way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I watched the bad movie that everyone said was bad, and it was bad.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
everyone said not to watch it. I see why everyone said not to watch it. I wasted my time.
Mm-hmm. 100%, bro. 100%. Sad day. Sad day.
Yeah,
And it's
they
like,
was right
bro,
from the get go.
I just hope like, cause I really don't blame the actors, bro. It's not even the acting thing for real.
Yeah, it's mainly the script.
Yeah.
And I think that's why deep down I feel like the person who greenlit the script has got to go because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what level of would it be like competency that you have when they read this and said, "Yeah, this is good."
This is the
Like,
one.
that's just wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, we get Sydney Sweeney
Mm-hmm.
in this. Well, we good.
Yeah.
No, there's no way you read that script. Then there's just no way.
It's crazy, bro. You got Dakota. What's her name? Dakota.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson.
Yeah. You get Dakota Johnson.
And I
And
do think
Sydney
she
Sweeney.
tried. Like,
Yeah.
she tried to work with what they gave her, but even
Yeah.
some scenes, I'm just like, this is dumb. This is stupid.
Like there's some good actors in this joint, but it's just like even the ones I don't really know were pretty good. But it's just like the thing that they were given was flawed.
Yeah, because Uncle Ben and was it Emma Roberts? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they have done
Yeah.
good jobs in
That was
other
yeah.
roles,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trash in this. Like,
Emma wasn't
like
trash. She barely had any lines, bro.
those lines were awkward though.
Yeah.
Like you said, that birthday scene. It's just like, why would she then bounce off this
Mm-hmm.
way? Like,
Right.
what's with the writing here?
Right. It's like, oh yeah, you're Ben's partner. I was like, bro, how is this the first time y'all meeting for real? Like, if
Mm-hmm.
y'all close like that, you know? And this is the only thing tying them into Spider-Man.
Only thing tying in the Spider-Man never ever met, and it's like,
Crazy.
uh, I don't
And
know.
this, we don't even
I
know,
feel like I feel
bro.
like Ben would be over at their place more often if you're
We didn't
in the
even
big
know
city.
if he was born.
Yeah, yeah, we don't.
They just go to the hospital, never see him again. You just get to see
Yeah,
her in her jacket in her chair. And I'm just like, yo,
and that was lame too. That was
how did
like,
all of this happen so quick, bro? And now y'all just got a little clubhouse where y'all can all live at because y'all parents don't love you.
I mean, even that,
bro. Listen, this one is terrible, bro. It's terrible.
And did she get money like that?
I mean,
maybe from the Pepsi product placement damage she got from it.
bro,
Maybe they paid her off to.
this is superhero money, bro.
Yeah, that
So that the one
Sony.
girl is loaded.
Yeah, one of them is.
So it's just like maybe that's it. I mean, maybe she getting benefits. I don't know. She was a public service worker, or not public service, public safety. You know, what they call it? Ambulance person, EMT. That was fun though. Like the little her teaching them CPR. That was the best instruction she gave all in the whole movie, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And it worked it to save her.
exactly. Ah, 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 staying alive, staying alive. The Office reference. But yeah, let us know what y'all think about Madam Web, bro.
Yeah, did y'all watch it? Because I feel like everyone did try to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, getting their money back somehow. I don't know. They probably had to sell it to Netflix to get their money back or get close.
I think Netflix said, send it over here because we know people are gonna click on it."
Yeah,
like,
and they
yo, that's
did.
the movie everyone said was trash.
Mm-hmm.
I'ma click it. Maybe it's not that bad. You're wrong.
But yeah, that jacket was funny though. I mean, the jacket and the glasses. I was like, "Oh, is she blind?" I don't remember that. When did that happen? But then it's like yo, she died twice in this jump, bro. Technically.
Yeah. She's pretty close to dying at the very end, to be honest, in that water.
Yeah, and I guess falling in the water paralyzed her. Even though something probably broke the
probably.
water. Like,
yeah, maybe she fell wrong in the water and it paralyzed her. I would probably have to rewatch the end of that movie again, and I'm not gonna.
yeah, the glasses were weak though. It just didn't feel real. Like it didn't feel like, oh yeah, she put this on today.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, all right, now you're trying too hard to be in the good graces of the comic book. And we still don't even know if they're ever going to get their powers.
We're never getting another movie of this.
I'm just spacing out now, but that's crazy. Okay. Well, let us know what y'all
Fun
think.
times.
Yeah, in the comments. I also saw Furiosa this weekend, and I would save it for what I'm geeked about, but only thing I really want to say is that it was better than what I was expecting.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be mid, but it's like it's all right. Like, and I never got the craze of Anya Taylor-Joy before, but the brunette did it for me. I was like, "Yep, that's the look right there." You know, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, she's she's been in plenty of stuff that I've seen before, but I was like, I don't get it.
She got a good agent. She be in like everything. I'll be like,
that's
damn.
what I'm saying.
I just rewatched Dune Part 2. She was in that. I was like,
off the random. Like, she's. I mean, between her and what's dude name? Star-Lord, Mario. Chris Pratt is Garfield.
Hey, he'd be in everything too, yeah.
So
Garfield, Mario.
Yeah. It's just like I feel like we're in a new age. I feel like I talked about this before, but we're in a new age of like new stars, and like people are really trying to become like the next great movie stars, and they like.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I don't feel like a lot of them have as much pull as they think they do. You know,
it's like they're trying to vie for that to be the one that ends up having the most pull. They just don't know who's it's gonna be yet.
Yeah, like they have a lot of them have lovable characters, but a lot of it doesn't translate. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as to other projects. So like Glenn Powell was in Top Gun Maverick, but like he wasn't Tom Cruise. Like you know what I'm saying? Like but like uh who else? And it's like the what's his name? Sydney Sweeney's in Anyone But You with him. And it's like that joint ain't really getting no burn for real, you know. And but I feel like Anya Taylor Joy has like a lot of work to reference to it. It's like even if she doesn't have like the craziest role, but like people will go see an Anya Taylor Joy movie like because of
Yeah.
like I feel like before it was like the this movie stars of the past, like they had a discography or filmography that you could really fall back on. Like, yeah, this person was in this and this and this and this and this, and it was all good. You know what I'm saying? Versus now, where it's like you get one good thing, it's like, oh, they're the next great. You know, and it don't translate when they get that next great, like,
yes, it's
spot.
the age you're in, bro. It really
Yeah,
is.
it's crazy.
It's like everyone just sees one thing and is like, yo, this I want to call it before anyone else says it. This is the greatest actor now. And it's
Yeah,
like,
and they
bro,
paired
can we
her
just get
with
more?
Chris Hemsworth too. So it's like I feel like that's the best way to do it. Like you pair them with like people that's like either already super established or like people that are like on the come up, and it's like I don't know. It's something I'm starting to notice as far as like who got pulled for that box office. But I don't really know. I mean, I gotta find out a better way to look at box office numbers because it's like I only really be going off of like what I see on Instagram for real. But a lot of these numbers been so bad that they ain't even really posting no more because they're not really breaking
Yeah.
records.
It's like a little difficult for me too. It's you got to check
Mm-hmm.
out uh like domestic and international to really
Exactly.
feel like because really some of the movies work better international anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and like they know it's gonna work better international, but when you see the
Yeah.
movie you're like, that was kind of mid, but
Right.
you could understand if like it has more pull overall.
Mm-hmm. Especially now that streaming is just like, for being honest, the more favorable thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, like people would rather be at the crib watching something than go to the movies because it's like they're not even really a lot of people not even really paying attention to like what's coming out. It's just like, all right, when is it going to get
Yeah, I
on
mean even
streaming?
my life, it's hard for me to get to the movies now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like they do think about what you're saying, like, hey, would this translate to a streaming where people would be hyped to go stream it
Mm-hmm.
this weekend, and then let me bid it against Netflix and HBO.
Yeah.
Who's gonna pay more? And maybe Netflix is just saying, hey, just give me whatever
Yeah.
scraps, and HBO is the one saying like, yo, give me that premium
Mm-hmm.
Dune Part Two. I want to be the first one to be able to stream. Everyone come see it on HBO Max first or something like that.
Yeah. It'd be hard for me to really judge a lot of times too because like the showing I go to is most of the time is matinee. So it's like most of the time a lot of people are not there. You know?
Yeah,
Like I was literally the only
different
one in the theater for
for
Furiosa, bro.
that's crazy.
I was like, dang, there's nobody here. But like on the thing, it wasn't like that. It was like it was like 4 or 5 people in there. But like later on in the day, that's when everybody go if they end up going. But I just like, dang, I don't know if anybody's seen this jump for real. You
Yeah.
know? But all right. What you geeked about, bro?
Cool. I'm pretty geeked about Full Metal Alchemist right now.
Okay.
I'm getting a little bit more farther. I did end up watching a bit more Brotherhood, but I'm gonna stop.
What?
Because yeah, I watched like 2 more episodes of it where it's like pretty much the same storyline, just in
Why are
like
you
a
doing that?
different way. I think because I was watching it with the missus, and they don't for some reason this is stupid. Crunchyroll only has Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's on
It-
Netflix too, though. I think.
no, not anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, so
dang.
it's really crazy. But yeah, so I'm pretty hyped about that. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I'm gonna finish up all of Full Metal, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna just have to slow grind Brotherhood because I got One Piece,
Right.
I got that, and Demon Slayer's back.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, yeah, these animes aren't getting watched at a fast clip right now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just
Especially.
overall, I'm pretty geeked about these animes. Uh,
Yeah.
I got a full rotation at this point.
Hey, you're right. Full Metal Alchemist is only Brotherhood on here.
And I don't know why.
It's because they got a monopoly on this junk for real, I think.
Yeah,
But it's
that kind
like,
of sucks.
but Brotherhood is the better version. But it's just like, if you watch the first one,
Yeah, so like the first couple episodes is like
it's just like,
the
bro,
same thing.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it hit different when you after you watch what you call it, and then you watch Brotherhood, then you could be like, oh my goodness.
You think
They
the
did
first
it.
episodes are gonna hit way different?
No, just the anime in general.
Yeah,
Like the overall anime. Yeah.
I heard that like it's better to watch like the first one than Brotherhood, but
Mm-hmm.
the beginning parts are like
Yeah.
so much the same that it doesn't really matter. So with the missus,
Mm-hmm.
she's not gonna watch the first one at all. Like too much of a struggle.
Yeah.
Like I'm fighting for ways to watch the first one now, and I'm like, this is annoying.
That's
But I'm
crazy.
really liking it, and it's good to have like my own anime that I can watch. And
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, we both watch One Piece, we both watch Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
Working
I'm
it out.
pretty geeked about that. And oh man,
OTAs.
to be honest, the only other thing I'm geeked about right now, I gotta say the NBA Finals because I wanted the Timberwolves to make it to the finals. Now
Yeah.
they're not, so I'm plotting on the Celtics' downfall. Like
Yeah.
I'm just plotting on
It's
their
just because they the
downfall.
Celtics though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's the only reason, and it sucks because I like Jason Tatum. I like Jalen Brown, but I used to like the Celtics. That's what's crazy.
That's crazy.
Then they did my man IT dirty, bro, and I was like, "Yup, that's it, over."
But
I
like
see how you really
I'm
feel.
I'm just excited to go do the yearly watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
I
Watch
hate
party
how the finals normally doesn't have like good game days.
days.
It's like
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe I'm gonna switch it up this week or this year. But I'm just excited just to watch the finals again because it's always just an exciting time of feeling the anticipation of like we are now at a new level of greatness. Like I remember watching
It's a
Giannis
new
win his
winner.
first one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yep.
a new winner.
It was like Giannis finally got his.
Mm-hmm.
It's like wow, I can't believe that. Like that we're officially at a new level of greatness, and this one is gonna be potentially a new face. Like that is gonna be the argument.
Going
And
into summer for sure. To the
yep.
Olympics.
And then next year it'll be a prove it type thing. Like, is this actually the face of the league? And it may get proven with the MVP, may get proven with a back-to-back finals.
Yeah.
And I think these teams are capable. So I'm pretty geeked out about the finals coming
Mm-hmm.
up right around the corner. So that's the only two things for me:
Okay.
real life basketball, real life anime.
No OTAs, bro. You ain't excited. They ain't show you nothing yet.
Nah. All that's like fake stuff, bro. Fake stuff. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
OTAs is going great, bro. That's why I realized I've been watching like
If
a
you listen to
few
the radios, everyone
videos.
always,
Yeah,
oh, this guy's catching great.
right. It's moving next level.
Yeah, he talked to Des Bryant. He's gonna play just like. I was like, what are y'all on?
He's worked with this person over the course of these 2 weeks. Like, I'm like, yo, this is how they
Bro,
get them. This is how they
Warren
get
Sapp
you.
told him how to bulk up. I'm like, bruh, what, whatever, y'all, because all they're gonna do is after 2 games, 0-2, everything is horrible,
Mm-hmm.
and then they win
And
all the other games. Like, oh yeah, this is what we expected. It's like, all right, y'all, OTAs are nothing. Let's just Let's just get to the season.
I had to ask, bro. I had to ask because I feel like it's taking forever for the season to start. But
They be trying, bro.
it's not. Yeah.
They be trying though.
Yeah. I just think it's fun. Okay. That's what's up, bro.
What you eat about G?
First things first. It's
One
gotta
Piece.
be. It's gotta be. It's gotta
The One
be
Piece.
One
The
Piece.
One Piece. Yo, One Piece for the 10th week in a row. Oh man,
Bro, this joint
it
is
must
so
be that
tough,
good.
bro. It's so tough, bro. Guess what
So,
episode
so
I'm on?
everyone was right. Everyone was right. Once you
Yeah.
get deep in the One Piece, it's like that.
But it's like it got to the point where it got like this for Naruto too. Like after watching so many episodes of Naruto,
You think so?
like I've gotten to the point where it's like I mean I'm watching on dub too. That's another thing.
That's
But
crazy.
I don't have to necessarily be there to watch exactly what's going on. Even though most time I'm watching it, like, I'm really watching it. But like I'll watch it while like I'm doing random stuff. I'm not really looking at the screen, but when it's time to lock in, I'll lock in. You know? And I got to the point where it's like some of the filler arcs have popped up again, but I could just skip right over those. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's just like I'm getting close, bruh. Guess what episode I'm on, bro. Just guess.
8:15.
Dang. Nah, I ain't that far.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going crazy because we haven't talked about what episode you're on for at least a week and a half.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like you went crazy. But
Yeah.
what is it like 750?
791.
791? That's crazy. What?
But I'm not in
All right.
800s yet. I'm not in 800s yet. But it was a couple. It was like a maybe eight or five, 8 to 5 episode filler arc or whatever in between.
Okay. Because I'm
But
thinking,
I'm in the mix now, bro.
what is it? The last arc had to end at like 720. Is this? So
I
you was
think
watching
yeah, 720. Yeah, like
10 plus
725.
episodes a day.
No, no, no.
You at 794?
I'm at 791.
791.
Yeah,
That's like 71 episodes, bro.
that's like 3
Yo, he
episodes
was
a
on
day.
he was on
It's
it,
like
bro.
3
You were
episodes a
on it.
day, bro. It was like
No,
3.
Ryan, mapping. Yo.
Well, I really
Yo,
just
that's
feel like I've been
crazy.
watching One Piece, bro. If I'm being honest with you, I've been keeping up with my other animes too, like you were saying before. But One Piece is the one for sure. And then so I watched Madam Web and I watched Furiosa as well.
Yeah, that's a good break.
There's nothing really I'm super excited about. You said NBA. I'm really liking the WNBA right now too, just because there's a
Oh,
lot
you've
more.
been watching more?
Yeah, it's a lot more storyline. I mean, watch. Like I watch the highlights. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
like, just seeing like not so much the conversation because the conversation has been the same since Caitlin Clark
Yeah, it's been
declared for
exactly
the
the same.
draft.
But they won.
But yeah, they finally won, and it was against the Sparks too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Just because it's like LA, you know.
Yeah.
And I just think it's interesting. Like now that I'm more involved in like the different storylines of like Asia getting snubbed last year for MVP, then coming back and winning the championship and getting finals MVP, and then Liberty actually losing early, Aces losing early, like Youngins coming at Angel Reese's neck, bruh, trying to
And
hurt her.
she tweeting up some storms, but I mean it's
Trying
driving
to,
the views.
and then the 2 teams got announced: Toronto and somewhere else. Not the other
Really?
team. Yeah, it was Toronto and it was an orange one. I can't remember the other one. So they announced the teams or the cities for the expansion.
That's cool.
That's been dope. And then really I'm just kind of waiting for these other movies to start dropping for real. Like I'm not really super excited about anything specifically. Cause I also haven't finished Suits yet. Like I was on Suits heavy like a long time ago,
Wow.
and I fell off. I fell off. So there's a lot of stuff out there, bro. And I just made a I've been playing Minecraft. What else I've been playing? I still ain't finished Horizon, but making progress. That's all I can really say. I think a couple days, maybe this week, actually, because I said June. Nah, I don't know. At some point, I'm about to be rapping out 225 on bench, like just to do it. Like that's gonna, I'm gonna move up because I've done
Yeah,
it.
man.
I've hit it for
Follow
five
this man
already.
if you want the routine to get swole like
You
all
know,
summer.
it's out there.
If
It's free.
yeah, free game.
Free game.
That's
Well,
good.
actually, it's not technically free because it's on my private page, but
Oh man.
not everybody can see that show.
Hey, my bad, y'all.
But
Let y'all stray, but get into the gym this summer.
yeah,
Don't be slacking.
get active, man.
Write them down.
It's hot outside, you know.
Oh, I am geeked about the Champions League finals this Saturday, but PSG
Soccer.
lost it. Yeah,
Yeah.
soccer. Pretty much the equivalent of the Super Bowl for uh most soccer fans, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the Super Bowl is the World Cup, but this is like the yearly one, so that's
Yeah,
what I
it's the
mean by
biggest
Super Bowl.
league, though, right? Or no?
Yeah, it's like the biggest clubs in Europe competing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the my club PSG lost in the semifinals to Dortmund, so Dortmund is in the finals versus, of course,
Manchester United.
Real Madrid,
Oh,
Manchester United. Yeah,
I tried.
uh, but yeah, so it's gonna be Real Madrid versus Dortmund this weekend, but I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be busy. I'm actually heading to Top Golf this weekend at 3, so I'm supposed to
Litty lit.
be social, but I'm gonna ask to put on the game in the corner while I'm playing Top Golf. I ain't gonna lie.
Gotta
And
respect it. It might be on though.
yeah, I think they
It's like
might
a
have it.
sports thing. It's like a sports thing, so it might be on.
Yeah. So, uh, it's gonna be Real Madrid winning again, and it's so annoying. They always win. And
Who on that
when
team now?
on Real Madrid,
Yeah, who they got?
they got someone that was from the storyline that makes it exciting is they got someone who was on Dortmund for a long time, their best player. He's on Real Madrid and has been playing really well all
Yeah.
year long, really proving himself. And it's kind of like he's gonna defeat his old club that really hasn't played a Champions League
Mm-hmm.
in forever.
Yeah.
And
And all of a sudden, after he
he's on
leave,
the team that goes to the finals like every other year. Like
yeah.
it's not it's clockwork. So it's like he's gonna do his old club dirty, but he left them to win this type of game, and
Mm-hmm.
you got to do it. You
Can't
got
be
to do it.
moved.
And then they're gonna get Mbappe on top of that next year. It's crazy.
Ain't anybody getting Mbappe?
The
They
Real
already
Madrid
announced
will.
it.
No, they're just gonna
Oh,
give him the most money.
dang! I thought he just got paid.
Yeah, 250 million or something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more at
Or are they
Real
saying
Madrid.
those are just speculative numbers?
Yeah, they are speculative.
Oh, okay, so he
But
didn't
he
do
was
it
getting
yet.
paid like 200 at
Yeah.
PSG. So
Oh
it's gonna
my
be
goodness,
the bag's gonna be a lot. Um
that's
so it's kind of crazy.
crazy.
The best team that potentially will win this Saturday is gonna get then the best player next year. And they'll probably be right back there in the Champions League final against Manchester United.
Oh wow! Speaking of best player, best team.
Uh-oh.
Before we get out of here, bro, what are your thoughts on Brady?
What? Wait a minute. Best player,
Yeah,
best team.
LeBron is the best player, right? To play,
Oh.
and he's either about to sign or he about to go to another team.
Yeah, deep down I really wish LeBron would not sign with the Lakers, go to the Knicks.
Yeah,
and then the Knicks draft Bronny.
that'd be crazy.
Like, I think that'd be such a wild ending, but I think LeBron would help the Knicks out so much, and they would actually have a chance to go to the finals
Hmm.
before LeBron retired. I think LeBron staying in the West is just done, so he's not gonna
It's
make it
too
to the
hard.
finals
It's
again.
too difficult, bro.
It's
Like
too
it's too
difficult,
many heads out there.
and I feel like the Knicks, even if LeBron doesn't take them there,
Yeah.
at least they'd be like in the conference finals or really close, and then they'd have like a tool like a Bronny that gets you excited.
I mean, you can only
Um,
go from the Lakers to the Knicks, really, bro.
See, look, it sounds believable, right, G? Right?
I mean, like, it looks nasty though. LeBron in a
It
Knicks
do,
jersey looks disgusting. I'm not gonna cap. Like, probably even worse than a Laker jersey.
yeah. But
You know,
I'm not one of the
he ain't going
LeBron.
nowhere though.
Bronny should be a first round pick.
Yeah.
I just personally don't see it.
What do you think about the
But hey,
coverage though? They
hmm?
covered him like he's a first round pick.
Yeah, because he's LeBron's son. But
That's crazy.
I just think he did well at the combine. He didn't do well in the first game, but the second game it pretty much showed that he can play a role in the NBA. So whoever drafts him, I think it's going to be a long term project, and I don't know if my Wizards at 26, if our Wizards should do that gamble, but I'm not the GM. If they see potential in them, hey, I'm gonna rock with it because hey, at number 2 spot, I'm gonna rock with whoever they pick too because it's a funky draft already, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, Bronny James is coming in at 6'1", 6'3", and with some big shoes,
Yeah.
and
With the Air
I
Max boots on.
Air Max. So, and we'll see if that playmaking, defense, and shot continues in the league. But right now, it's really hard for me to gamble on that. It's really hard.
Yeah.
What you think about Bronny? Because we're gonna get close to it.
Yeah.
A
It's
month to
coming
go.
up. It's coming up, bro. So like, I think it's unfortunate what's happening for him right now, just because like he's in like, I'm not gonna say it's a no-win situation, but it's like regardless of what he does, his road in the NBA is gonna be mad difficult. And just up until now, it's been mad difficult because like he's like, because I watched him since he's Sierra Canyon, and like when he first got there, and he was playing with like a whole bunch of older players, and was able to just kind of like, come off the bench and like do what he needed to do, and eventually got like after some injuries and stuff, eventually got into the starting lineup and played well when he wasn't the main focus. Like that's when I feel like he was at his best, but like because he constantly, because like the way it got explained to me recently through a video was like essentially nowadays what you want to do is you want to have a, like at least for AAU, you want to have a team, because whatever school you pick for high school, you should be like killing, or you should be on a really good team that's going to be able to compete to get eyes on you. But if you like, if you're Bronny, obviously you're going to get the best of both worlds, but like because he was playing with such good people, like it stunted his growth. And then once he got to like, if that was the fact, where it's like he's always gonna play with good people at Sierra Canyon, that's fine. But like for him to like not get that nod and continue to play with people that was better than him at on AAU for a strive for greatness, I feel like that really stunted his growth as far as like him becoming a real dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and having that mentality of like, yo, like we all see the potential that he can get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's had games where he's shown it, but like at this level in the NBA, like I had like right now at my age and just knowing what I know now about basketball, just because like as somebody that like had hoop dreams, like to be a 6 foot guard in the NBA is like one of the hardest things.
It's almost
To,
a death sentence, bro.
yes, like there are so many players, bro. Because before, like when like Hoop mixtape and stuff was just really starting, and Ball's Life was just really starting. We got the John Wall mixtape. We got, you know, all the greats and stuff like that, right? Because those players actually like was like 6'3" for real, like it was like a bigger guard and it was elite. Like we really just thought like, oh, if you make it on here, like, oh, you're gonna be good. Like, you know, if you get a mixtape, you're gonna be good. But a lot of these youngins that got mixtapes and were really good in high school, and once they got to college, and you know, did all right, but not super crazy, and got to the league and were small guards now, it just messed everything up. So like the way that
Yeah.
they're not even drafting youngins, like before, like the only way to really get drafted, being that height, is you have to be on a winning program, win the championship, or your tape has to be super elite, where like
Rob
like
Dillingham.
Rob
You got to be able
Dillingham,
to put it
exactly,
in the bucket.
exactly, and you're doing it on like
Hot,
people,
crazy high 3-point
yeah,
percentage. Everything
mm-hmm,
has to look good like that.
yeah, and just to get drafted, you know,
Yeah.
and
I
then
don't think another 6'2" ish player is getting drafted
once
in
you
the
get
first round.
yeah, once you get past that, you're better off going undrafted, bro. Just because at
Yeah.
that point you can pick your situation as far as like the teams you want to go try out for and do other things like that, because you can make a summer league team and then hopefully get like an opportunity in either the G League or get a two-way or whatever.
And I
But
think Bronny came out and said he didn't want to do a two-way, by the way.
yeah, because like the whole thing about Brian's like, yo, he's at this point, he's better off jumping ship now, because he's literally like he's playing on the fact that youngins don't know how good he can actually be, because his
Yeah.
season got interrupted and all the other stuff that playing a factor. It's like if he has a whole nother year, then they have a whole nother year to criticize him as far as like why he shouldn't get drafted. So
Yeah,
like his
100%. That's
stock
why
is
he
as
probably
high as it's
can't go
going
back
to
down
be.
anymore.
Yeah, like his stock is as high as going to be, and like this is gonna be because once he gets there, like he'll be fine. But he just
Yeah.
got to get the opportunity to at least get like a couple years in the books. You know what I'm saying? Because then he could really develop and become the player that he might end up being. You know, which might be elite, might not be, but the way it's getting talked about, as far as like, I think it's interesting as far as like on these different networks and shows and stuff. It's like, well, he's LeBron James' son. Like nobody, like Marcus Jordan never really got that same treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like they're talking about them. Like when NBA players' sons are bad, like youngins know it, so they don't really have to say anything.
They're
But
just nervous to miss out on it.
mm-hmm,
Like, it's like kind of like what you're saying. He
it
had
clicks.
a heart problem,
Yeah, before the
and
season started.
now we don't know how good he actually could be. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
enough data.
Yeah.
And I'm not a combine person anyway when it comes to basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is you do have to just look and say, can this make it in the league?
Yeah.
And that height automatically knocks it down for me. But overall, the play, it's tough for me to say first rounder, even if
Mm-hmm.
it's LeBron James' son. And really, you have to bank on he may get a little taller. The shooting stroke is gonna be better.
Yeah.
And can he even guard a a 30 of the starting point guards?
Mm-hmm.
Because let's not talk
Backups.
about the shooting guards, because shooting guards are shooting over this man
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah. And it's something
So
that's followed him like since like even like the McDonald's All American games and stuff like that. Youngers was wondering, it's like, yo, is he even good enough to play in this?
yeah,
So
but
it's
he
just
did
like
every time it was like a question. He did
he
at least
answered.
like he seemed like he was a player on the court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's a positive for sure. It just makes me wonder: will a team like a Wizards at 20 with the 2 first-round picks, you have one to really hit on, and then another
Mm-hmm.
one at 26 that, come on, we drafted Corey Kispert and all that
Mm-hmm.
type of stuff way below there.
Yeah.
Uh, is it worth taking a more developmental, more size appropriate at any position when your team is trash like the Wizards, or a player that's smaller, but potentially could be
sell tickets? That's really what it is, because it's like it's not because it's like unless he has a crazy growth spurt, bro.
That's really what you need. And
if he has a crazy growth spurt in his rookie year, then it's like, oh,
the worries
that first round, what you call, went off the roof. Like I don't really care about that. But
it's the 6-1.
It's the 6-1, bro. And it's like, yo, that's tough.
6-1 doesn't look like an elite scorer.
He plays to his competition. So it's like that could be good and that could be bad, but it's like it's very inconsistent. And the way he plays almost like unless it's like a live ball situation where it's like transition, where I feel like he has really good instincts, but like once the game slow down, I don't know. Like I know he can play, but I don't know. He don't really have that bag yet to where it's like he don't really know what kind of player he really finna be. And it's like saying that it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be it was calling like a poor man's Davion Mitchell, bro.
Davion Mitchell only averaged like 8 points now though.
But a poor man's Davion Mitchell. Not Davion Mitchell, a poor man's Davion Mitchell. And I'm like, bro, that's tough. That's a tough comp, bro. Like, dang, you know?
Davion Mitchell was at least like a number 10 pick, right?
He was, yeah. He was, because he was the guard on.
I said basketball draft's so hilarious because it's so hard to pick a all-star. Yeah. So the question would be as GMs, would you draft Davion Mitchell, a poor man's version, in the first round?
Even like freaking what's his name? We were just talking about him on Cleveland. Darius Garland, bro.
Yeah.
Disappeared in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, he was a top pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the draft.
Plenty of top picks are. Johnny Davis averages 1 points for the Wizards.
Right.
Averaged 20 in college. Mm-hmm. That's why it's so hard to say, like, is Bronny, like, I don't want to sound like a Bronny hater, but it's hard for me to say, draft Bronny. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like what you're saying. It's the height for me. It's hard to say a point guard or a shooting guard, off guard, whatever you want to call him, can make it to the league at 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah. It's just you
have to be Westbrook, Kyrie Irving. Man, that's a tough task.
It's just a crazy thing to look at, like, as far as a draft go, because it's like all of these teams have the potential to draft him if they want.
Yeah, Wizards could pick him at 2.
Right, but it's like, all right, so because after you do that, does LeBron now come to your team?
I just don't believe that's happening.
Exactly.
And I think LeBron wants the money.
Take that chance. It's like,
I don't think so.
Even the Lakers, do you take that chance of drafting him in the first round? Versus like,
so do the Lakers officially have the 17th pick?
I don't know, but
I need to look it up because I thought they're saying they had 55 for sure, and they definitely picked Bronny James at 55. Mm-hmm. It's like a no-brainer. But it's hard for me to say teams in like the 35 through 40 wouldn't do it.
Just to spite them, bro. That'd be crazy.
Because a second round pick in the NBA, let's be honest. I mean, if you just go back in the drafts, it's so hard. You're reaching. You're reaching everywhere. Left and right. Doesn't really matter.
Facts.
And at that point, a 6'1" guard. I mean, Hardy for the I think it's Jaden Hardy.
Yeah. Or
for Dallas. The Mavs.
Yeah.
He was like 28-ish, right? 26th.
But he was
he's about Bronny size. But he was getting buckets in the G League.
He's elite though.
Yeah,
like, Bronny ain't never been elite for real. Like he has elite he has elite athletic ability, but like when it came to those matchups, like he was always like the odd man out. Like he was never the best person on his team, stuff
So
like
it's
that.
hard to just even justify like first round, but towards the
Yeah.
second round, even top of the second round, there's some players getting buckets. G League, college, 4 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, a steal, maybe it was. Man, this is a lot of
A
projection.
lot of these youngins have been like number one point guard in there. What you call like Bronny was like 40, bro. Like
Dang,
top
that's not good
40.
either.
Like, he was like 40.
Because what's his name? Justin Edwards. I think it's Justin Edwards from Kentucky. They have him going in the second round,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking about someone with the length and athleticism, and
Yeah.
was getting buckets in high school, and was on a stacked Kentucky team and could not figure it out. I mean, he had maybe 1 or 2 good games, but
Mm-hmm. And who knows if he's leaving just because Cal left.
Yeah, he should still be in the draft. I think he is.
No, I'm saying like he might just went to the draft just because like his coach left. His coach left the team. He's
but it's like
probably
why draft Bronny over a prospect like him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
No, I get it.
That's what makes this draft really interesting because it's deemed as a weak draft.
Yeah.
And you have are all these teams gonna miss out if they pass on Bronny James?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you actually gonna miss out on the no-brainer? You did not draft a point guard version of
those
LeBron.
those things you can't really worry about because only they can know. You know? Yeah. Like Jokic was drafted when?
Yeah, second round.
Exactly, bro. So it's like
that's what
Bronny could literally turn into a dog overnight. Not overnight, but over the summer. Because we've seen like the progress Ant has made over these like 4 years? Those 3 summers of like from going from like really not being able to shoot to that joint being.
But that's 3 summers always playing in the NBA.
Yeah,
like you said, Bronny's path. It may be
that's a number one pick too, but it's just like it's like
if the Wizards picked him at 26, is there a spot on the team where he can get some minutes in rotation? So then we can really see the Donovan Mitchell type assistance, you know, like
not Donovan Mitchell, Davion Mitchell.
Davion, yeah.
They were the same Mitchell. Number.
That'd be crazy.
and then look, Donovan Mitchell might be in the Lakers soon, so who knows, bro?
I just don't believe he's ending up playing with LeBron unless the Lakers pick him at 55. But I thought there's a rumor that they got a new pick, but I'm not sure.
No, I'm talking about Donovan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, he's for sure gonna be a Laker. That seemed like what they were going for, even though they did the Trae Young fake out.
So who knows, bro? But little basketball talk for y'all at the end. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything work out for him. You know, it just sucks the way that they talking about him, bro. You know,
it is.
He just got.
It's the media.
Yeah, tough out here. But hope y'all enjoyed the episode. There's a little random, Madam Web special. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be back next week. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button before you go. Rate the podcast 5 stars, and let us know what you think about Madam Web. We'll see y'all next week. Stay geeked. Peace.
Later, y'all.